I've got the story, What Do You Do With a Chance? By Kobi Yamada. I'm going to show you exactly what questions to ask while you're reading this book with your kids so that you're getting the most out of reading comprehension. The themes developed in this book are facing new opportunities, dealing with fear and failure, finding courage to grow, hesitation and fear, failure and embarrassment, the cost of holding back, courage in moments, and embracing opportunity. All right, let's jump in. First question, central idea. What problem is the main character facing? What is getting in their way? So the main character is facing the problem of they had an opportunity, they had a chance, it came around and they got a little nervous and they didn't take it, and because they were unsure. So the problem they're facing is that they were unsure about taking the opportunity. What is getting in their way? Their own uncertainty, their own being unsure was the reason they didn't take the opportunity. So they're kind of getting in their own way. Definitely getting into the themes already, facing new opportunities, hesitation, fear. We're gonna get into more themes. All right, next question on the very next page, character development. How does the main character react to not taking their chance? Okay, so they do feel a little bit of regret. It says, I realized I had wanted it, but I still didn't know if I had the courage. So they recognize that they hesitated and they start paying the cost of holding back. So we're starting to get into another theme, the cost of holding back. They didn't go after the chance that they had, and now they're feeling a little bit of regret because they hesitated, and now they're kind of paying the price through their regret, like the cost of holding back, because then you feel regret when you hold back and you didn't take a chance that maybe you should have taken. All right, here we go. So here the character, so another chance comes by and the character takes it, but it doesn't go well. Because, right, like when you take a chance, like odds are it's not gonna go well. You never know. There is no guarantee. So here, this is after the main character has decided, I'm gonna take a chance, and then they take it, and then it doesn't go well, and then there's some more emotional consequences. Next question, character development. How does the main character react when the first chance they take results in failure and embarrassment? So here, it basically just compounds their hesitation and fear in taking chances, and their fear of failure increases, their courage decreases, they regret taking the chance, and basically like they basically just have a lot of regret, and they dig in like, okay, that's it, I'm not taking chances because I did not like the way failure felt. I felt embarrassed, and I never want to feel that way again, so I'm just never going to take a chance again. So a little bit of a tough learning moment here. Next question, analyze point of view. What do we know that the main character doesn't? Okay, this would be a good spot to like check in with your kid, like, oh, well, should this character never take another chance because this chance didn't go well? And any little kid is going to be like, no, they should keep trying. Just because it goes bad one time doesn't mean it's always going to go bad. So this is a chance to check in where your reader is probably like learning from non-example here. Like just because the main character is giving up and like, I'm never going to take a chance again, your little reader is going to be like, no, they shouldn't do that. They should get up and they should try again. So a good opportunity to analyze point of view, comparing the point of view of the main character to the point of view of your own little reader. Next question, jumping forward. Okay, what happens because the main character decides to never take a chance again? So the chances stop coming. A chance comes, they're like, nope, the chance goes, another chance comes, another chance goes, and then they stop coming. So in this story, because the main character decides to never take a chance again so that they never feel embarrassment or failure again, those chances stop coming. So here we have another cost of holding back, another like cost in not dealing with fear of failure, not dealing with it and going forward and taking the chances, because those opportunities just stop coming. And the main character recognizes that, which is kind of a turning point. Character development. What was the turning point for the main character when they understood something new? So I just said the main character understood that, oh, these opportunities are not coming along anymore. And I don't like that. That can't be good. So they kind of double down and they decide to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And they're like, next chance that comes, I'm taking it. I'm going for it. So a couple things made them realize that at that turning point. Number one, they realized that the opportunities were just not coming anymore. And number two, they realized that I'm just gonna buckle down, I'm just gonna do it, I'm just gonna jump in because I want to try to take a chance again. So the character kind of had to hit bottom. They had to hit kind of a low point where they're like, oh, no chances are coming by anymore. So they kind of had to hit a low point in their realization of, whether or not they should be taking chances. Next question, how does the main character resolve to solve their problem? Determination. They say if another chance comes by, I am going to be ready. So let's see, what themes do we have developed here? Having courage in the moment and embracing opportunity. So the main character learns, like, when the moment comes along, I am going to be courageous and I am going to take it. I am going to embrace the opportunity and find the courage to grow through that. So with courage, with resolve and with courage is how the main character is going to resolve their problem. And of course, an opportunity does come by, a chance does come by. It happens to be a very big one. And the main character is like, I'm not afraid anymore. I realize that my fear is actually excitement this time. And they take the chance, they catch the chance, they hold on tight, and they are out to see what they can do and what they can discover taking this chance. And we are at the last page, last question, central idea. What lesson, moral message does the author want the reader to take away? Okay, so the reader and the main character kind of learn the same lessons here. The importance of facing new opportunities with the courage to grow, and facing those new opportunities without the fear of failure, but maybe with the fear of failure and just like doing it anyway. We also learned about the cost of hesitation and fear and missed opportunities. Like, that doesn't feel good either. We also learned about failure and embarrassment. And I think that we learned that as far as cost goes, the cost of failure and embarrassment is less than the cost of hesitation and fear. Like, with the embarrassment and failure, like, at least you tried. With hesitation, you didn't even try. So we talked about the cost of holding back when those opportunities come by, having courage in the moment to embrace those opportunities when you do come by. And those are all of the themes and developed in the story, What Do You Do with a Chance by Kobi Yamada.